Damn, you made the A-list?
This is Chef Lynch. I'm here at Cigar Palace and Bar in Allen, Texas with the beautiful queens, the owners, and we're about to ask them some questions just to get into their establishment and to bring more people in and figure out what they have going on this year. How you doing today, Miss Nikki?
Yvette.
And
Lonnie.
And Lonnie.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. As a young woman, can I ask you what made you get into the cigar industry?
Well, this is my what's next. I am an attorney by trade. I've been a practicing attorney for years. And I'm looking for my what's next, so this is it.
So as an attorney, did you smoke cigars?
I did not. There is a group of friends that I'm a big boxing fan, so I would go to Vegas with the fellas.
Okay.
For boxing matches all the time. They were cigar smokers, and for over 20 years they were trying to get me to smoke, and I'm like, no, no, no. But I came down to visit my daughter, Lonnie, in 2016, and she said, we're going to smoke cigars, get over it. That's how it started.
So, Miss Lonnie, where did you come up with the idea to get Mama to smoke cigars?
Well, it's one of the more healthier ways of smoking. It's an enjoyable experience, and it's something different for her. One thing my mom will do, she does something different. So, it wasn't very hard. She got over it real fast.
So now let me ask you this. How long have you been smoking?
For over 20 years.
So you've been smoking for over 20 years, and you got Mom to come and move down here from the shop to Texas. Where did the idea Cigar Palace and Bar come from?
It was a perfect collaboration. Trying to bring something different to the area that wasn't here. We have lounges here in the area, but nothing like this. Most lounges are dark and, smoky and no entertainment or pool tables. And there's only one concept of a lounge and bar that's within a 15-mile radius. So, do something different.
So do y'all come with y'all own signature drinks that match with cigars that you can bring from the Midwest?
We do. We collabed actually with, not necessarily bringing our Midwest touch to it, but we collabed with a bartender here who has gone on to be a mixologist. His name is Chad.
Okay.
And when I say it was a lot of research, a lot of drunken nights. But we do have our own specialty cocktails. One of our top cocktails is the King George. It is named after my dad. It is hints of Hennessy and Tanqueray and some other stuff. You can have it straight up, or you can smoke it, and it's even better.
So it's you have an infused cigar? Or?
No, you can smoke the drink. Whereas we'll take the smoke gun, put some flavored wood smoke on top of it, let it marinate for a second, and after that you enjoy it, just like a smoked old fashioned.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. So now, let me ask you a question. With you being the mother of the establishment, what was your views and your style that you added?
Well, this, for me, is my European experience. I traveled a lot throughout Europe, and cigar lounges, very different there than they are here. The level of service, the level of cigar knowledge, the ambiance, completely opposite of what I was experiencing in the U.S. And that was the experience that I wanted to have all the time. And my husband said, well, you can't hop across the pond every time you want to smoke a cigar. So what are you going to do? And hence Cigar Palace and Bar.
Okay.
So the architectural design, the color palette, everything that we have here is based on that European model of bright and welcoming and comforting, but not off-putting.
Okay. So you're not gonna understand that.
Because some places that we've gone to here in the States, you walk in the door and it's like, why are you here? The whole atmosphere is not conducive to women, not conducive to minority women, and you just did not feel welcome there. So I wanted to create a place where everybody feels welcome. We have a very diverse clientele, and I contribute that to our welcoming atmosphere.
So with the knowledge that you have and also what you're speaking about cigar bars overseas, will Cigar Palace Bar come out with their own cigar in the future?
We would like to. There are a couple of cigar manufacturers that we would love to collaborate with to create our own house stick. And if I can get the one that I really want, it'll be a fabulous stick.
Is this stick gonna cost us over $30?
No.
We don't have a model in which we believe in price gouging on sticks.
Okay.
We don't have a stick in our humidor that is more than $18.
Okay.
Every stick doesn't have to be expensive. A good stick doesn't have to be expensive.
True.
So with that motto, we tend to do more boutique style sticks, more of those that you haven't heard of. So we can offer a different variety for our customers.
Okay. So now let me ask both of y'all a question. This location and this strip mall, what made y'all pick this location?
The highway.
Because it was fresh off the freeway?
Yes.
Well, when we were putting together our site plan, one of the criteria that we came up with was that we wanted to be on a major thoroughfare.
Okay.
Not necessarily foot traffic, but most certainly car traffic. And we wanted to be visible from the highway. And so this was the perfect location for us. You see our signage when you're coming from both directions on 121.
Yes.
And so that has helped us in terms of bringing more traffic in.
So, next question. I would like to ask, what knowledge can you give to the new up-and-coming young woman, entrepreneur, young sister of color who are trying to move forward and put herself in a position like yours to open this lovely, this friendly environment?
Well, for anyone looking to move into business ownership, do your homework. Do your homework. Research what business it is you want to open. Don't just jump out and say, okay, I'm going to open up a cookie shop, or I'm going to open up a cigar shop. You must do your homework. That means researching the industry, finding out what the trends are, what's worked in the industry, what hasn't worked in the industry, where you can carve out a niche for yourself where people will say, okay, that person's offering something different.
Okay.
Our motto from the very beginning here was we're exactly like nothing else. And we're not like any of the other shops. And so when you have that mindset that you want to be like just yourself, where people can point to your store and say, okay, I can't find that anywhere else. What I get there, I can't get anywhere else. That's what drives people in here.
I truly believe that, because me being a smoker as long as I have, and me always trying to convince my wife to come to the cigar bar. Cigar Palace and Bar was the first bar she came to, and she said she didn't feel cluttered. She felt comfortable in that home. And she felt the presence. Like she said, when she walked in the building, you got a feeling of somebody holding your hand. It was a gentle touch. She was able to look at the walls and say, hey, look at all these different pictures. Look how the bar is set up. It's a respectable, it's a real establishment.
So for anyone looking to open any kind of business, and even my 18-year-old grandson, he's looking to branch out once he graduates from high school and do his own thing. He said he doesn't want to work for anybody else. And I told him, research. You have got to research whatever it is you're looking to do. Start now. Don't just jump out there throwing good money after bad, and you don't know what the business is going to look like in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Why? Because you didn't do your homework before you opened the door.
So now let me ask this question. When you say you don't know what the business is going to be like 2, 3, or 5 years down the road, what is something for a young entrepreneur to look for? Are they looking for to see the growth in the area, how much money to spend, or you say do research, and how depth of a research should they do?
They have to look at where they want to locate, what the municipality will allow them to operate within the area that they're looking in. They need to look at the industry itself. So for cigar shops, there's a lot that goes into opening a cigar store. A whole lot that people just don't understand. You have to look at where your supplies are coming from. So if you're just a cigar shop and not a bar, where am I sourcing my cigars from? What are the requirements in order for me to be able to sell cigars, distribute cigars? Where am I getting cigar accessories from? Because with cigars go accessories. So those are the kinds of things that you need to research. If you're talking about combining cigars with a bar, then you have to look at alcohol sales, whether or not the municipality that you're in is a dry municipality. Because if it is, your bar part of your cigar shop has just gotten knocked off, and now you have to look for another location. Licensing for whatever business it is you're looking to get into, licensing is a big requirement. Not just a regular business license, but whatever you're doing, are there other licenses involved in that? If you're talking about handling food, now you're talking about the health department.
Yes.
For that particular municipality. So you need to research what the health requirements are. How, what do you have to do in order to get a permit in order to be able to handle food? So all of those things are part of it, and that's the homework you have to do in the beginning before you even say, okay, let me sign this lease, or let me purchase this piece of property. Get all your ducks in a row.
Okay. So we would like to know about the different styles of food that goes with your bar and your atmosphere here at Cigar Bar and Palace.
So here at Cigar Palace and Bar, we offer different kinds of food depending on the day. We go anywhere from soul food to finger foods. We partner with other companies and do things catered in, because we don't prepare anything here.
Got it.
So it really just depends. We do football Sundays, football Thursdays, Monday night wings, all the wings. The wings, but it changes from day to day, week to week. Nobody wants to come and eat the same thing all the time. So, like tomorrow, it might be wings and macaroni and cheese and a vegetable.
Okay.
So it will change because Thursday it'll be something else, and Friday and Saturday it's just constantly changing, and it really depends on what we have going on.
Okay. So, one more question before we come to an end. With the knowledge and Cigar Bar and Palace being open, if somebody was to say, I'm coming here, what drink would you merge with the cigar and also give that same flavor where you can offer them food?
So I would pick out of our humidor off the top of my head, Definitions walking stick with a smoked bourbon smash, and for food that day would probably be brisket. Now the brisket can range anywhere from a potato to a sandwich, but the brisket's been smoked as well, so you got all those flavors that are going to combine in one.
Thank you. You heard it first here, Cigar Palace and Bar in Allen, Texas, for another great episode. Please come out and support these young entrepreneurs. This establishment is beautiful and it's amazing. I had a birthday party here. I enjoyed myself. My wife enjoyed herself. So please come because they have a lot of great things to offer.
It's official. You've been A-listed.